Hello and welcome. I am Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and today it's about serving you God's recipe for excellent health. And it's all about zucchini or summer squash, whichever you want to call it. In fact, in the comments down below, let me know, do you call this a zucchini or do you call it a summer squash? You're both right, but just so you know, I just want to see what you think, because I always called this zucchini. And also put in the comments down below, do you think it's a vegetable or a fruit? Interesting to see what you say. So today it's all about zucchini, and I'm going to teach you how to make a delicious zucchini lasagna. This is just a quick put together. If you're growing zucchini in the summertime, this is just going to be one of the ways you can use up all of that zucchini that keeps producing in your garden. And this is just a delicious way of doing it. It's also a way of getting vegetables into your family's diet, because we're going to substitute zucchini noodles for the pasta in our lasagna. I'm kind of hoping my husband doesn't recognize the difference. We'll see tonight. So let's get started. So as you can see, I already have my meat sauce. Just use whatever meat you like to use. It could be lamb, bison, venison, it could be beef. You could do chicken. My family would have a fit, but you could do chicken. My daughter-in-law gave this to me, and I am so glad she did. I use it a couple times a week. Just a fabulous tool while you're browning your meat to get it all nice and fine chunks. So here we have our sauce. Now I've gone ahead and added in a half a cup of shredded carrots. I had them left over from a recipe video I was making for you on a power meal. So I thought, hey, why not increase the vegetables even more? Now my husband is used to seeing some yellow and orange in here just because of the natural sauce, but adding in the carrots, I don't think he's gonna know. I think I could even get away with just about 1/4 of a cup of cauliflower rice in here also. I'm not gonna try too many things in one dinner, but I think I could for the future. So here are our ingredients. We are going to use the zucchini noodles in place of the lasagna. So I'm going to go ahead and line my dish with the zucchini noodles. And you can tell I didn't do a perfect job of cutting up my zucchini noodles, but they'll still work perfectly fine. I have some on the bottom that are going to be, I cut with a knife, so they're a little bit thicker than the ones I cut using the special tools that I have. Put that there. We are now going to top that with some sauce. Just make your favorite lasagna sauce. Now this is how I like to make my lasagna. I do typically my pasta layer, my meat layer, and then I put some cheese on this. So I'm going to start with some cheddar cheese. You could use any of the raw cheeses. The point with cheese is very important is not to buy it pre-shredded, because it has an anti-caking on it, and that's just a chemical that you do not need. So it's best if you shred your own cheese yourself. Once again, I would use my Bosch mixer for that, just to make short work of it. I'm not looking to spend more time in the kitchen, I'm looking to enjoy it. So I'm going to go ahead and add my next layer of zucchini noodles. And we got a little bit of this is where I was using a different tool that made it just a little bit thinner. Hoping thinner, my husband won't notice. Now he's probably going to be saying, hey, where's those little curly edges? I'm hoping he doesn't notice. I'm actually also hoping he doesn't watch this video, because I could sneak a lot more vegetables in his food if he'd stop watching what I do. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and layer that with more sauce. Let me know in the comments down below if you have people in your family that you try to sneak healthy food into. I'm sure we all have someone. And my husband doesn't mind as long as he doesn't taste it. His comment when we first started this healthy living journey is, as long as it tastes good, he'll eat it. And he so much has lived up to that. there are times when I make things and I'm like, do you want to eat this or do you want me to make you something else? And he will say, oh, this is good. Or other times he'll say, nope, make me something else. And usually I anticipate that and I know when it's coming, so I'm already ready with an alternative for him. So then again, I'm going to do a little bit heavier layer of cheese this time. My family does love cheese. We don't get a lot of cheese just because there's other healthier proteins that I like them to enjoy. Now, if I was making this lasagna for just myself or people that love more vegetables, I would have gladly added in some mushrooms and some onion layers to this lasagna, and that would have made it, to my idea, so much tastier. But my family is not big on mushrooms, and I don't want to eat this whole tray myself. So I'm getting better at giving away the food that I make. So if you live near me, you might want to let me know, hey, I'll take some food. And I'm just going to top it with just a little bit of freshly shaved Parmesan cheese. I'm going to top this with just a little bit of seasoning, and we're ready to go in the oven. Now I like to use this seasoning, Morton Nature's seasonings, just because it just adds, just when I just have a light sprinkle on top. I was amazed when I did this a couple years ago, what a difference it made to helping the flavor to just be more noticeable and just kind of burst in your mouth as soon as you started eating it. Next, I'm going to cover it with some foil, and we're going to bake it at 375 for 30 minutes. In the last 10 minutes, I will take off the foil and let it brown. Well, the lasagna is out of the oven, and oh, this smells delicious. Doesn't that just look gorgeous? I'm just going to say it again, because remember, we eat with our eyes first. So here we have our lasagna. I'm going to go ahead and serve it on a bed of spinach. And it's best to let it sit for about 10 minutes before you cut it. And that way the juice and everything will be together really well. Now, pasta tends to absorb the liquid more than the zucchini is. So this is going to be just a little bit more liquidy than you would normally have with your lasagna. But there we go. Okay, that is going to make a lot of family members in my household very happy to be served that for dinner. Well, it's been my joy to share with you this zucchini lasagna recipe. Such a healthier alternative than the regular pasta, even though there are healthier pasta options out there. None of them are going to compete with the health of zucchini. So I really look forward to reading your comments and how your family enjoyed this dinner. So until next time, I am Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com. Please go there, check out all of our blogs, our recipes. And if you haven't checked out Biblical Nutrition Academy, that is our course platform where you can go and study God's recipe for excellent health. Fasting, Daniel fast, prayer, meal prep, nutrition assessments, everything is there for you to actually go to school and learn God's recipe for excellent health, all from a very in-depth biblical understanding. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit like, subscribe, bell, you name it. Till next time. My husband's doctor was writing prescriptions faster than our hearts were beating with stress. Yet, could there be another way? Is there another answer? Well, that is when a friend suggested to me, Annette, go back into God's Word, start reading it differently, and start with the Daniel fast. Well, those words changed the trajectory of our lives. And 30 days later, we were prescription-free, 35 pounds lighter, combined total, lower cholesterol, lower triglycerides, and we knew that God had answered our prayer for greater health His way. Now, if you are praying for an answer on how to get started, I highly recommend the Daniel fast. First, go to the biblicalnutritionacademy.com website, click on the Daniel fast, and sign up. It's that easy. Plus, the link will be in the show notes below.